What would happen if you were to redefine success on your own terms? I mean, you sit down and take a moment and write down what is it success should look like for you. I recently got an email from a woman who wants to pivot back into a career that she absolutely loves. It brings her joy. She doesn't like where she is right now and she's looking to go back. But she's on the fence. She hasn't made the decision yet. And I wanted to bring in a quote by George Eliot that says, "It's never too late to be what you might have been." So it's never too late to be what you might have been. And for a lot of us, we're at that place in our life and our career where success was defined for you. You needed to make sure that you get the right amount of money, that you have the right house, that your kids got the best education, etc., etc., etc. The list goes on. It differs by culture. If you're from a particular culture, they might even tell you what career you should be in. But deep down inside, there's a success definition that fits just you. It can't be transferred to anybody else. And for a lot of us, we really haven't found that. For me, I finally decided to listen to my own self and my own soul about 3 or 4 years ago, when I decided that I wanted to leave Connecticut, of course continue doing my practice and my consulting business, but I wanted to spend my weekends and evenings not in galas and networking events. I wanted to be in the dirt where I'm gardening and enjoying life that way. That was my definition of success, where I can be in a mini farm. And that's exactly what I did. For a lot of us, we're still trying to figure out what that is. And I want to challenge you to take a moment, regardless of where you are in your career. If you're younger and you are just a few years in, perfect time to decide what does success mean for you. For you to take the initiative and define success for yourself. And if you're older, you're more experienced, you need to probably redefine success, because where you are right now, it does not feel successful. And mind you, success is not about money. We often think that our society has schooled us to think that success is money. It isn't. For one woman I know, success for her was being open and available to have her house open for women who wanted to come and have a cup of tea or have a cup of coffee and have a conversation. For somebody else, it was making sure that they're able to spend time in nature. You have to figure out what that is. And there's no right or wrong way. So when you define it, it has to work for you. It doesn't have to make sense for anyone else. And that means you have to be bold. So if you're at this point in your career right now, you're at this point in your life where you're trying to figure out, am I successful? Ask yourself, by whose definition? So what do you need to do? I would say, number one, define what it means for you. What is your soul calling you to do? What deep down inside is that gnawing, is that nagging, that you know you're not where you're supposed to be, and you know you need to make a pivot. So spend some time this weekend, today, whenever you make time, I should say, to define success for you. And again, don't think about what other people's definition of success. It just has to work for you personally. The second thing I would say is, of your definition, what is 100% within your control? So as you define success, what are the things that you can do that are 100% within your control? That means you don't need anybody else's approval, permission, that you can get up today, tomorrow, whenever you decide, and do those things. So first, define success. Number two, make a star next to the things that are 100% within your control, and then go out and do it. You know, we're not getting younger, and you know the longer you take, the more frustrated you're going to become. So take the moment right now and redefine success on your terms. You will be happier, you'll be more productive. You, at this point, once you decide what you want to do and getting it done, you'll find out how much more successful you are.